Hello, this is Mike Swanson. I run the website WallStreetWindow.com, and we're having a tremendous stock market rally today. The CPI numbers came in still showing huge analyzed inflation, but it was a little bit lower than it was last month. And that has meant that the Federal Reserve is not going to raise interest rates by 75 points in December, but by 50 points. Now, everyone's excited about this, but I want to point out some stuff in this video that no one else is talking about. Look, when there's an update, everyone wants the market to go up. Everyone is tired of the bear market. They're tired of losing money. Everyone wants to make money, and they want to hear about big wins that can be made. So people today are going to deliver endless YouTube videos with endless predictions of big gains to come, because that's what the algorithm wants. It's what people want to hear. But I want to just show you some stuff that no one else is talking about. And that is what's going on besides just simply the stock market. And this is a chart of an exchange traded fund that tracks the US dollar index. Now, we can draw a trend line on it, and it clearly is broken down today. In fact, we can argue that it's made a top over the past couple weeks. This is a significant move. The way I try to think about the market is not like I'm trying to predict the future, because how many endless predictions have we heard that have failed to materialize? Instead, it's about identifying trends in the market and when they change. And what has transpired is the rally in the US dollar index that has been going on all year has come to an end. And what I'm going to show you in this video are ways to profit from that going forward. So, why did the US dollar index go up? It went up because the Federal Reserve was raising interest rates at a faster pace than every other central bank in the world. So we had a tighter monetary policy than other central banks, and that benefits a currency for a country when that happens. And now that the Federal Reserve is set to stop raising interest rates by 75 points, but to do so by 50 points, the US dollar index has rolled over. At the same time, currencies that trade opposite to the US dollar index, such as the Swiss franc, are exploding up. Just as the stock market has been going up, these currencies have been going up too. And it's rare for big pivot points to happen in a currency. And it's happening now. Here is the euro, which has broken out. Now, this is the S&P 500. Even with today's rally of 5%, the S&P 500 remains below the 150-day moving average, which is at 39.68, and the 200-day moving average, which is at 40.82. But when the US dollar index goes down, it benefits, it makes it so if you invest in markets outside the United States, you actually benefit from the decline in the US dollar. When the US dollar goes up, it makes the value of other stock exchanges go down relative to the United States. But with the US dollar index is set to go down now, it's going to make it so if you invest outside of the US, you will benefit. And you can do that with exchange traded funds in other countries. And I'm going to show you the difference. Here is the DAX. This is the German stock exchange. Notice that, and this is from yesterday's data, it's delayed, but it closed above the 200-day moving average yesterday. Now, it's generally speaking better to be invested in things above the turning moving average than below them. In bear markets, that level acts as resistance. Now, here is EWG, an exchange traded fund for the DAX. It's going up since the euro bottomed. Well, when the euro was going down, this fund was going down more than the DAX was, but now it's going up at a faster rate. And I think that's going to continue. I bought a position in this ETF this week, and it pays a nice dividend. Lots of ETFs outside that track markets outside the United States are paying big dividends, and they are poised to benefit from the dollar going down. Of course, the obvious thing that benefits from the falling dollar is gold, which is up 2.88%. And mining stocks tend to go up at a faster pace than gold does. And here's Harmony Gold Mining, which I own, up 9%. Newmont is up 7% today. So a lot of interesting things happening in the markets. But what I wanted to really do in this video is really draw your attention to this new trend in the US dollar index, because it's a big deal what currencies do. When the US dollar goes up, it means a lot. When the US dollar goes down, it means a lot. One thing that happens is the rise in the US dollar made it so that inflation in the United States, even though it was bad, was worse in other countries. In the euro area, in Europe and in England, inflation the annualized CPI was over 10%. It was, and it was less than the United States because our currency was going up. That situation is going to be different next year. That help that the US dollar index gave is going to end. That's the cost of the Fed kind of not poised now to be as aggressive going forward with interest rates. People are excited about what it means for stocks, but it's going to mean that the fight against inflation is not going to be as strong as it's been this year. It's already not stopped inflation. So inflation could actually, I'm not saying what's going to happen in December, January, but a year from now, inflation may actually be worse than in the future than it is now. But that doesn't matter for what's happening this week or even next month in the stock market. Today's action in the stock market is strong enough that it can, now rally or stay, in an upward bias to New Year's possibly. Sort of what we saw in July to August. It could be repeating again. And you have this tends to be a time of year where liquidity kind of vanishes in the markets. People go on vacation. Thanksgiving stocks kind of levitate. Usually happens in December too. So interesting times. But I'm not personally, everyone's focused on S&P. Everyone's going to be giving you buy. I just want to draw your attention to things that other people are not telling you about, which is valuable to know, because I think leads to gains, not just for today, but that will continue next year too. So think about gold. Think about silver. We got a green light on silver. Silver closed above 21 yesterday to give a green light to metals bulls. When silver broke below 21 in June, it told us red light. Now it says green light. That's going to trickle into the junior mining and exploration stocks too. So a lot of stuff happening in the markets. If you like this video, hit like. If this is the first time you've seen me on YouTube, click the subscribe button, click the bell next to it, and you'll get notified by YouTube as soon as the next video is up for you to watch. I'll be talking with you later.